Coming up next, you're going to need a bigger boat. We're talking about Jaws. Hey, comic enthusiasts and pop culture lovers, I'm Ashley.
Sup, nerds? I'm Ryan, and together we are
Couple of Nerds. Sup, nerds? So today we're going to be doing something awesome. We're going to be kind of contributing into Shark Week with talking about one of my favorite films, Jaws.
Ooh boy, this is a big one.
Yeah, and the cool thing is that Jaws actually redefined what a summer blockbuster is.
Yeah.
And I really love the Jaws movie. There's so much cool stuff about it. I know a couple of fun facts, John Hero.
Of course.
Okay, so first of all, Jaws was actually a novel written by Peter Benchley.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but Peter Benchley is actually in the movie.
Oh yeah?
Yes, he is actually the reporter that is on the beach during the 4th of July celebration.
Okay.
He's the one who's like, then there was a shadow over this town, the shadow in the shape of a killer shark. And yeah, that's Peter Benchley, who wrote the book Jaws.
I hope that line was in the book, because otherwise that's a really mean line to give him.
Yeah, in fact, Jaws was actually not originally. It's going to have a different title.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh, so there was a whole bunch of them. One was like Leviathan Rising and
The Jaws of Death.
Yeah, the Jaws of Death. But yeah, that was going to be Jaws of Death, and then they decided to kind of condense it down to just Jaws, just because it's very zingy. It made sense. It's simple. But yeah, the Jaws book was actually based off of a real thing that actually happened. It happened, I think it was in like New Jersey in like the 1916 or something like that in New York.
Yeah.
And because there were like some sharks just in the water, and it was actually based off of a bull shark, because bull sharks can go into fresh water as well as salt water.
Ooh.
And they're very, very aggressive. So it was kind of based off of that a little bit. So it's actually based a little bit off of true stories that people have been hearing of actual crazy shark attacks.
Yeah.
It's like, I know there was another piece of information that you know about the film, when I believe it deals with the shooting star.
Yeah, with the shooting star, it's the night right before they get the shark, and it's...
Yeah, it's like, they're on the orca at the middle of the night, and the shark just kind of rammed into it and caused a ruckus, and they're just all looking around. And Brody's just looking up in the distance, and behind him, you see a shooting star.
Yeah, a red streak. It's really cool.
That's a real shooting star. That actually happened. That's real.
Yeah, and the likelihood of Steven Spielberg getting on camera was like 1,000 to 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that they kind of kept in. They kept in a few things that are actually ad-libbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there was one scene where Rose Scheider is actually at the dinner table with the actor who plays his youngest son. And he's just doing stuff and just touching his face. And the youngest son is also doing the same thing. And they're just copying him, so that was actually ad-libbed. He was doing that off camera, and then they decided to roll the camera and do that.
Yeah, and the most iconic line of the movie was ad-libbed.
Yeah, the whole, you need a bigger boat, or we need a bigger boat.
We need a bigger boat.
We need a bigger boat!
Yeah.
That was ad-libbed. In fact, a lot of the actual script was ad-libbed. Mm-hmm. Just random things that people are saying, that's just ad-libbed and just kept in because it just felt natural. And it's really, really cool. I absolutely love Jaws. It still stands up. It is my favorite summer movie to watch, especially when I'm about to go to the beach, because it keeps me alert so I know what to look out for.
Yeah, don't wear jewelry when you're in the ocean.
Makes you shark bait. Don't do that.
Yeah.